It's one of my favorite things that we do at Dropbox is we host a monthly tea time, and we bring in a customer marketer from another team who hangs out with our team for 30 minutes. You know, they tell us what they're working on and what's keeping them up at night and something that they're proud of, and we ask them questions and they ask us questions. And it's just enormously beneficial because it's therapy, like it is being here with you all today, for sure, to hear what's troubling them. But it's also, you always come away with new ideas. You're like, oh, that's how they're doing it at our table. Like, we should check out that tool or see what they're doing. And it's also just very good to, you know, a great way to grow your network. People are enormously generous. You know, most people I've just tagged on LinkedIn, do you have 30 minutes next month? And they're totally willing. And that's a great way to make sure that you don't feel like you're on your island as a customer marketing team of one. And then I do think you need to lean into your extended team until you get a team. You know, whether it's somebody in events, it's whoever you're delivering value to, they actually want to work with you more. We have this program at Dropbox called Adopt a Champion. And if some of our like sales team or somebody who really wants to get closer to the customer, they can volunteer to adopt a champion. And it's a win for them. They get like much more insight into the customer. It's a win for the customer because they have another direct line into the organization. And it's a win for us because there's only so much that our team can do, even though we're not a team of one anymore. And it really just helps to spread the value. Another really, I think the easiest thing that makes everybody's life better is I have a reminder every Friday to do kudos. It's a 30-minute hold on my calendar. I take notes all week long on things people have done that have been helpful to me. And I send out a reminder on Slack, and it's never like, hey, we just published this great case study with Jamf. It's, hey, we just wanted to thank Amanda for nominating this customer who became a really great reference. And her work, you know, bringing them to success is what made them into a champion. Now we've got this great customer story. And so it takes no time, really. It's 30 minutes, and everybody feels good. And you get visibility for your program, and people want to work with you again. And as a cross-functional team, I think just generating that goodwill is a great virtuous cycle. And then this is sort of both obvious, but there's a part two. I think this was really easy at idea scale when I was a startup. I was very close to, I knew every cost per click and all the MQL costs and everything. So I could take everything that I had on my list and kind of assign it a revenue value, even if it was just by my gut. I feel like we can still do that a little bit by gut now, and that's what I would do. I'd take my to-do list, and then I'd organize it, put the top revenue stuff on top, and that's how I decide what to do first. But the part two is, once you've made your list and you've decided, okay, even though this isn't revenue impacting, but it needs to be at the top, and you've organized it the way you like, then you cut the list in half. And anything that's below the second half is just as important as anything in your life. Because the list is never gonna be done, so you do as much of the first half as you can, and after that, doing the next thing is almost as important, but not quite as important as going to the gym, or having dinner with your family, or taking time to watch a Netflix show that you want, because I think we risk burnout as customer marketing teams of one. So only think of half the list as a must-do. And so these are the things that I'm including in my handout to you: the interview guide, prioritization bingo. I sort of organized each of those asks, and like I assigned the value, the kind of intangible value that goes along with it. And then I've shared my customer event in a box checklist with several people, so I just threw that in there. And then the starter, advocate relationship management software. And let me be your first tea time. I would love to come and talk to your teams. So, and have you guys talk to our Dropbox team. So please connect with me, and I'm happy to answer questions, but I will leave it up on the slide of all the people who contributed to this presentation. Even if I didn't quote them directly, they certainly shaped what I included in there.